When I first started lifting, I couldn't afford a gym membership. The prices were just way too high. So I did what I could. I saved up and bought a pair of 50-pound adjustable dumbbells. And with just those, I transformed my body from soft and pudgy to strong, lean, and aesthetic. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can build a wide V-tapered physique right from home using nothing but dumbbells. Let's get right into it. First, we need to understand what actually makes a V-taper physique. Think Brad Pitt in Fight Club, or Michael B. Jordan in Creed, or heck, even Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen. What do all three of them have in common? Broad, capped shoulders, a back so wide it makes their frame look massive, and a chest that looks like it's carved out of armor. If you put all of that together, you get that signature V shape. Wide up top, tight at the waist, and powerful all around. Kind of like an upside down Dorito chip, if you think about it like that. Now, from here, we're gonna break down the exact dumbbell exercises I use to target each part of that V taper, starting with the shoulders. Because let's be real, nothing screams aesthetic like wide, broad, Superman level shoulders. It's one of the first things people notice about your physique, and it sets the tone for that V tapered look. To build well-rounded shoulders, you need to hit all three heads: the front, side, and rear delt. Now, the front delts, they usually get hit pretty hard from pressing movements, so most people don't need to isolate them. But that doesn't mean we're gonna be ignoring them. That's why I picked the dumbbell shoulder press as our main movement. It naturally smashes the front delts and even brings in the side delts, giving you solid overall growth. Plus, if you get stronger at this, your shoulders are just guaranteed to grow, especially when you pair these next movements for the mid and rear delts. Now, I do gotta admit, if there was one movement I'd make sure to train and lock in the hardest on when it comes to shoulder development, it would be the mid delt, as these give you a ton of width. The movement I chose is going to be a lean in side lateral raise. Now, you will have to do it one arm at a time compared to a regular lateral raise, but the reason we'll be doing this movement instead of a regular lateral raise is because it allows us to get a deeper stretch from the starting position, which can in turn lead to more growth. Now, let's not forget the most overlooked part of the shoulder, the rear delt. These are key for completing that 3D shoulder look and balancing out your posture so you don't end up looking like a hunched over golem. For this, I go with the dumbbell rear delt fly. Super simple, but brutally effective when done right. Just hinge at the hips, keep a slight bend in your elbows, and raise the dumbbells out to the side, but don't try and squeeze your shoulder blades. If you squeeze your shoulder blades back, this takes tension off the rear delts and places them onto your traps. Pro tip, keep the weights light and the form straight. Rear delts don't need a ton of weight to grow. You just need to be able to feel the contraction properly. If you guys have enjoyed the video so far, make sure to leave a like. And if you want more content like this, make sure to consider subscribing to the channel. Now, next, we have the back, or more specifically, the lats. Now, the lats is a huge muscle group, and while they aren't easily seen from the front, they do play a huge role in terms of filling out your frame and just making you look wide. They're like that invisible muscle group that doesn't get the direct credit it deserves. And because of that, most inexperienced lifters try to work on mainly the show muscles with little to zero emphasis on their back. Now, for the lats, we're gonna do dumbbell pullovers. One of the most underrated back building movements you can do with just a dumbbell. This exercise just stretches your lats under load and trains them through a long range of motion, which is perfect for making them grow wider. Now, the key here is to keep your elbows slightly bent and really focus on pulling the weight back with your lats, not just swinging your arms. Think of it like trying to flare out your wings while controlling the weight throughout that deep stretch. Now that, my friends, is where the growth happens. Now, between you and me, I chose to do these over chest supported rows because not only did I not really have access to an adjustable bench and only had a table when I first started lifting, but I also heard online how if you focus on doing dumbbell pullovers at a young age, it can actually aid in ribcage expansion. I'm not gonna claim it's 100% science backed, but I will say this, I've got a wide rib cage now, and I started doing pullovers at the young age of 14 when I used to look like this. So maybe there is something to it. It might also help you widen your own rib cage if you're under the age of 21 and your body is still developing. Now, an extra movement you can do if you really want lats that make you look like you can fly is the pull-up. Now, the reason why this is an extra is due to the fact that this technically uses a pull-up bar, which you might not have, but you can't easily get one for inexpensive that is sturdy and won't break your door treading off. Pull-ups are just a straight up classic for building that wide, winged out lat look. When done right, they hammer your lats through a full stretch and contraction, and they build real upper body strength too that transfers to just so many different exercises. The key is to keep your chest up, elbows tucked slightly forward, and focus on pulling with your back. Now your biceps. Imagine just dragging your elbows down into your back pockets. That mental cue will fire your lats up like crazy. And if you're not there yet, no worries. Start with negatives or band assisted pull-ups. You'll build strength fast and earn your reps. Now, if you do want a more in-depth tutorial on how to get stronger at pull-ups, you could watch my video on how to get stronger at pull-ups. If you want that wide clavicle look and armor plated chest, you need to target your chest, and specifically your upper chest. If you have an incline bench, then this is perfect actually. Now set it to about a 30 to 45 degree angle and go with a classic incline dumbbell press. This hits the upper chest directly and builds that shelf-like thickness up top. But if you don't have a bench, no worries. Just grab the dumbbells, lay flat on the floor, and use a slight incline by stacking pillows or resting your upper back on a sturdy surface like a low couch. From there, perform the same pressing movement, keeping your elbows slightly tucked and focusing on squeezing your chest at the top. It doesn't have to be fancy, just consistent and controlled. Now, these are the necessary exercises to build that V-taper physique. Of course though, we gotta bring the rest of the body too. Biceps, triceps, forearms. These are details that take your physique from just pretty decent to aesthetic as hell. And of course, we can't forget the fan favorite, the man, the myth, the legend, leg day. Because no matter how wide your lats are, if your legs look like two chopsticks holding up a fridge, people will know you skip leg day. So don't be that guy. So if you guys want a full dumbbell program video, let me know in the comments and I'll do it if enough people ask. If this video helped you guys, drop a like and share it with someone grinding at home. And I'll see you in the next one. This is Amarian. Stay aesthetic, stay locked in. Peace.